Do you have kid stuff in every corner of your house? Do you think it's possible to make hundreds of dollars selling your kids' stuff that they don't even use anymore? On this podcast, you're going to learn about the amazing world of consignment and how it can bring value to your family. You might be here because you want to make some money. You might be here because you want to save some money. We're here to help you transition to the next season and the next size. Today is Tuesday, March 25th, and we are talking with Misty, who is a longtime consignor with Sunflower Sprouts. That's what's coming up today while we talk and tag with Sunflower Sprouts. But first, let's unbox. Okay, I'm so excited. I've never done one of these before. It's a sneaker. I know I saw Misty's face. You guys can't see it yet. I'm so excited. I have no idea what's in here, but this is a sneaker one. I found this when I was traveling. It's become one of those new favorite things of mine. Like when we're traveling in like different places, I'll go into gas stations and they, just in case you're wondering, because so for those of you who are just joining us, my name is Jen Stickle. I'm the owner of Sunflower Sprouts Consignment Sale, the largest consignment sale in Western Pennsylvania with 2 locations in Pittsburgh and in Erie. And I like to unbox things. I just feel like it's my service to you. It's how I can help you know what's in these to know if it's worth you buying them and spending the money, because they're not cheap, my friends. They're marketing expenses for me. Virginia will love that, my bookkeeper. And so for those of you who follow me, you know they make a lot of trash, and I have big feelings about that. I am still trying to figure out something to do with these white balls. I'm so close to just taking them to the STEM lab at the school. But when I'm traveling, I like to go into those random gas stations and they have different ones. And this is a funny story. So, okay. Really quick before I open this, we went to the high school basketball team that my kids go to. They're in the state playoffs. Well, they made it to the semifinals. And so we drove to the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, and we were running late and we didn't really have time for a pit stop. But when mama has to pee, the van stops. And so I didn't even have time to purchase one, but I'm not going to lie. Don't tell Adam, but I went and peeked. I went to see what the options were. And I got so bummed out because there were these smaller balls. So these are really big. They're like $7 to $10. And there were smaller ones. And I was like, so wanting to buy them. And then I was standing there going, we don't have time. He's going to get mad if I come back in with my wallet. So I didn't get them. But funny story. I do like to look at them. Anyways, so this is a sneaker one. What I love is that they're all wrapped up. You guys are stickers. Okay. So, okay. All right. I don't know where to start. First of all, what just fell out are stickers, and they're Reebok. This is a Reebok sticker. And this is like a jacket, a Reebok jacket. And these are definitely stickers. I don't even have to check. I wonder, with the right name brand, if my teenagers would be interested in this one. Here is my wish list. Ooh, the ultra rare is a gold Reebok and gold shoes and a Reebok t-shirt. Super common. It looks like we might even get the shoe box. We'll talk about that. There's a pair of flip-flops. I bet I get those. And they're not actually flip-flops, they're slides. And then there's a bunch of hats. And then there is a sticker collection. Very cool. So it looks like it's not all Reebok. There is some Airwalk and some Skechers, but it's mostly Reebok. And then Airwalk and Skechers. So I think I was actually shopping for shoes this weekend. I finally bought, so I only have 2 bags to open today, which is kind of a little bit of a bummer. Okay, I can already tell this is a shoebox and this is a hat. So hat first. I went shoe shopping this weekend, you guys, because I needed to get some spring stuff. Okay, what I already love about this is I can tell that this is, it's a bucket hat, but it comes in plastic, which, again, I don't like the trash, but I like that it protected the hat. So we have a Reebok bucket hat. Very cool. This would go great on a Polly Pocket. Okay, so that's a Reebok, but I finally bought my Birks. I've been eyeing up this pair of Birkenstocks for 2 years. I didn't want to pull the trigger because moms never spend money on ourselves. And I did it. I finally bought them. So I'm super excited. All right, let's see. Okay, so shoes. Let's talk since we talk and tag with shoes. Okay, I love that these came in a box. Like, I'm so excited I got a shoebox. It says pump it up. This is very cool. Oh my gosh, there's even plastic or like paper. Look at these, you guys. These are so sick. Okay. They're black high tops with a neon orange. Oh, you can't really see. I'll put a picture in my stories. That is neon orange. The bottom of it is neon orange. These are sick. And they're both in here. This is cool. Okay, so I like the shoe balls. These are cool. Probably these, if I had to pick between the book one and the shoe one, I don't know. I like that the books came with bookshelves, but I think that I just was lucky enough to get bookshelves. These are very cool, you guys. I'm very impressed with the sneaker mini brand ball. 8 or a 9 out of 10. I really, really, really like these. The experience of all of it. I could imagine if I got a pair of tennis shoes, it wouldn't have been as exciting. If I would have got these hot pink sneakers, Skechers for girls, I probably would have lost my mind. Let's be real. And the hats are very cool. The hats are very cool. There's 2 bucket hats, pink and black, and I got the black one. Okay. Love this. Lots of thumbs up for the sneakers. Very exciting. Very cool. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Selling shoes at Sunflower Sprouts. Selling shoes. Shoes are one of our top 5 sellers. Only behind maybe baby accessories and toys. We're very strict with our shoes when we inspect them. They have to have shoelaces that aren't frayed. They can't be dirty. We make our consignors clean them off with magic erasers if they're covered in dirt. One of my best purchases, I wonder if they're still in the house, from 15 years of doing this. One of my best purchases, I got Ellie a pair of Hunter boots for like $7. And like, she was like, I don't know if I should get them or not. And I was like, you're buying them whether you like the color or not. I don't care. You're buying these shoes. And so we did. So those were very cool. So at the time of recording, we're in spring of 2025. We're about to expand the shoe aisle. I doubled the amount of tables. I bought more sign holders there. I just bought them actually this morning. Yeah, full transparency. I made a mistake. I bought this sale 3 years ago and we continue to grow and grow and grow. And the one section I never expanded was shoes. So shoes are going to be phenomenal this season. And so I'm so excited, but like every kind of shoe, shoes are great because to resell because they still have so much life in them. Tennis shoes would be the exception. Boy tennis shoes are the exception. My kids eat those for dinner. One of my boys is like, Mom, I need a new pair of shoes. I'm like, you're going to have to wait 2 weeks till Sunflower. So, and also, why is it that boys walk around in shoes with holes and they don't tell anybody? I'm like, do you feel the snow and water coming through? I don't know. And also my cutie patootie little guy, he literally used the word fake Birks because he knows I'm not going to buy him like real Birks because he's still growing. He's 10. And he's like, Mom, can I get fake Birks for Sunday for church? And I was like, yeah, we can get you fake Birks for church. So he wants a pair of those fake Birks. Anyways, they're cute. I love kids. I say the darndest stuff. All righty. Okay. So that's how you, so selling shoes with us, you just tag them together. Like you zip tie them together, you add a tag. You don't need to bring the boxes. If the box is like valuable, which I'm learning that because my second oldest loves shoes. He loves to match his shoes with his outfits, which the oldest didn't do. So I'm learning a whole lot. He has a very large shoe collection and we also still have the boxes. And I've learned, he's taught me that the boxes are good for resale or they like authenticate the shoe because there's a lot of knockoffs. And so when it comes to Sunflower Sprouts, you do not need to bring the box. We actually discourage you from bringing the box because the shoes separate from the box. What we do allow is if the box is like valuable, we have what's called the Sunflower Safe, and it sits behind the cash register. And so what you can do is you can put one of the expensive shoes on the floor with a tag and a neon green piece of paper. And when you read the neon green piece of paper, it says, if you would like to purchase this pair of shoes, the other shoe and its box are up at the cash register. And then you can bring them up to the cash register to get both the other expensive shoe and the box. So you can sell the box with us if it's worth it. All right. Pre-sale tickets for Pittsburgh are available. And the last time I checked, the new parent pre-sale was sold out, the grandparent pre-sale was sold out, and the working parent was sold out. And I think I can actually look real quick. One other was getting really close. The Hometown Heroes is getting super, super close. And we're almost out of Sapphire tickets. So check those out. If you want a pre-sale pass for Pittsburgh, it's kind of garage sale mentality. So if you're parked on the curb at 7:45, you can walk in at 8 o'clock and get the best selection. That would be the garage sale example. The Sunflower Sprouts example is getting a pre-sale ticket. Pre-sale tickets for Erie will be available after Pittsburgh. So let us get through Pittsburgh, and then we're going to open up the pre-sale tickets for Erie and launch that campaign. It is full to sell with us in Pittsburgh at this time. We're 1 week away. Misty and I are going to talk about crunch time. We're crunching. And Erie, there's still plenty of time to sign up to sell with us and tag your stuff. So check it out. Okay, I am about to bring Misty onto the stage, into the studio. Misty is a longtime consignor with Sunflower Sprouts. So hi, Misty. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. For those of you who don't know, Misty is also my toy room extraordinaire. She runs our toy room. And so we're very excited. Well, how many days away are we? 1, 2. I get to see you on Sunday. That's all I know.
No, I'm really excited.
How's the tagging? Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your family?
Okay. So my name is Misty. I have 2 boys. They are they're 12 and 9. They
keep
go
changing. They keep growing up.
Goodness, so quickly, which is why I've got it on hangers. I got it printed, and now I've got a tag. So
okay,
that's my afternoon.
I love it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
How long have you been consigning?
Consigning maybe like 7 or 8 years.
And how long have you been shopping? Like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Which did you do first?
Shopping first.
Okay.
I've been doing that for probably about 10 years now. Close to.
Okay.
And
that's
then
crazy. That makes sense. They're 12 and 9. That makes sense.
Yeah. So once I saw all this different type of stuff that was there, I was like, oh, I have that. Oh, I have that. I have that. So then I put all the things together and started selling. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Can you see the comments?
Oh,
in the studio or just me?
Yeah.
Okay, Stacy says hi. Stacy from Erie. She says hi. So one of the things that's fun about Misty is Misty also goes to Erie with us. We all have a girls' sleepover. We let Adam crash it. And it's one of my favorite nights of the year. It's one of my favorite days of the year. I love it. It's so much fun. And so Misty goes up to Erie with us. So she also knows the Erie crew. So I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it's a good crew.
So you're shopping. Where do you start? What's like the first place you have to run to when you get in the building?
My son's size, my oldest son's size. So
so clothes, 12.
The clothes, yeah. Yep, the bigger size clothes.
Yeah. And especially pants, right? I don't know about you, but like the pants in like the 10 and 12 department, they sell pretty quick because let's be real, we can't resell a lot of our pants. There's just not a lot to sell. There's nothing left. Missy, I don't understand. And I know you get it. Like, I feel like the boys just like eat through things, like their clothing and their shoes.
It's like, I don't know if that one left knee has like thorns in it or something. I looked at my son yesterday on the way to school and I was like, there's holes and you didn't even tell me. Like, and I totally felt with you with the shoes, with the holes inside the shoe. I'm like, you did gym class today. You didn't hurt? Like,
we were sitting, I think, on the couch this weekend. I don't even know where we were. He might have crawled into bed and he showed me his foot. He's like, look. And there's like, this is what he asked me. Should I throw this out?
Yes.
You should throw it
out. Absolutely.
I mean, unless you want to put it in your memory bin, but it's a hole with a sock, child of God. Like,
yeah.
They crack
Socks
me
go
up.
real fast.
They crack me up. Okay, so I was telling everybody about my favorite find, like the hunter boots. Do you have something over the years that was like your favorite find, or like something that you remember getting that you were like, this is awesome?
I have a couple.
Okay.
I found, and we still have it out there. I found some really nice outdoor swings.
Oh.
I
Like playground or like those big ones that you can like sit on?
like the big ones you can sit
Yeah.
on. I think last year or 2 years ago, and I'm gonna use it at our VBS at our church, but the giant tunnel
Oh
that
yeah.
I got a year or two ago,
Yeah.
with the streamers in it, that is probably my most memorable. I think that's
Yeah.
my favorite thing that I've
And
gotten.
honestly, one of the most memorable items that was on the floor in general, because it took up so much space
It
and it
did.
was awesome. It was
It
great.
was. Yeah.
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 And then, so so the more that you help with us, the earlier that you shop. And so Misty is one of those people who works for me a lot. She does a lot of hours at the sale. And so Misty's one of the first people to shop. So it was funny because it was like barely on the floor. So
Yeah.
also top secret information here. The turtle is coming back to the sales floor.
It might come to my house.
Oh, I was wondering who was gonna like if it was gonna be you or not. But like we haven't done anything with it except like that one day at the sale, he was like carrying it around with him everywhere. Like
Yeah.
it went out to the concession stand with him, and like since then, it's just sits in the toy room. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey guys, do we need this anymore? And they're like, no, we can pass it on.
Aw,
So I do kind of love it because they're learning. But so for
yeah.
those of you who do not know,
It
there is a
may
Teenage
stay
Mutant Ninja
passed on.
Turtle. I believe it's Leonardo. I can't
I think
remember. Who's the blue guy?
I was gonna say he's blue. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
somebody tell us who the blue guy is.
I know.
And so this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle has come to the sale and been sold to multiple families. We all just keep passing him around.
Yeah.
And he's coming back. He's leaving the Stickle house and he's coming back. So anyway, it's so funny.
I'm gonna have
He's
to put
gonna
him up
confuse
really
people in the
high.
pictures, right?
Yes. That's
I'll
awesome.
be sure to mark them low for you so that
Okay, sounds good.
at least I get my money back. Like
I know, right?
I actually paid to babysit him for a year.
I'll probably do it for 6 months. He might be back in the fall.
Back in the fall.
Yeah.
We joked about that, like putting sunflowers on some toys, like just to see which ones come back. Because you know that stuffed draft keeps getting sold too.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen definitely in those 10 years, I've seen the same thing rotate through. My dresser came back and sold again. So I mean, anything's possible.
Right. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So, what surprised you the most about shopping consignment?
My biggest thing when I first started shopping is the quality of the clothes. Hands down. I've done almost every consignment sale in this region's stuff, and the price for the quality was the best.
Yeah, it really is surprising.
Yeah. So that was probably my first thing. And then like as my kids got bigger, I was like, oh, look at all these toys. I don't know. I may have picked out more toys than my kids did because like I may have lived a little bit of childish stuff. Yeah. We have like every like monster truck and known to man.
No, I bought a Spirograph for myself a year ago. Like the one that and it was like an OG one. And I've also bought fashion plates at like the OG ones because when Ellie was like, they don't sell those anymore. At least not the quality we used to get when, you know what I mean? And like I bought them and I was like, okay, Ellie, you want to do this? And she was like, Mom, I'm 18 years old. Okay, I'll go do it by myself.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I've also been known to buy diamond art and do it during the sale.
I have not done one of those yet.
Yeah.
I have some.
It's super relaxing, but it's also incredibly tedious. But it feels like I'm organizing something, which is what I love. I feel like I'm in control of the diamonds.
I love this. I may actually really enjoy this.
And so it was a couple seasons ago. They were like, Jen's doing her diamond art. You can't interrupt her right now. Cause I just needed a minute to like debrief. Yeah. I wasn't like trying to avoid work.
It's a long week. It's a long week.
It is a long week.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're right. I think I'm surprised at like finding other toys I didn't know existed
Yes.
because like it's not the same old brick and mortar aisle. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yep. Which I love. Oh my goodness. And some of the baby stuff, oh, they're so cute that you get a whole half of a table that's all singing together. It's actually kind of funny. It's cute. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so what is your best tip or piece of advice for the first time shopper? They've never been to an event like this before. What is your best tip?
Invest in a wagon.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Invest in a wagon of some sort, preferably like the small, like the foldable ones, like Costco and Sam's Club sells. And then, just making a list, because that first time you walk in there, it is a little overwhelming for new people. And so exciting. So you really get into it, and the adrenaline's going, and then you see the good deals, and you're up here, and then what did I need to buy? Yeah,
Actually
you get
was
into
like
the
in your
register,
car.
you have no idea. I came in for
Well, and
shoes.
let's be real. I just in Target. I walk into Target and like I get into the dollar spot and I just what
Yes.
am I here for?
Yeah. I just came in to get some, like saran wrap. And I don't know. I've left with $45 worth of other things. I have no idea.
Okay,
And then I
well,
have to do a
one
pickup
time I
because
walked
I
into
forgot the money.
Costco. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was like, and then you get to the register, and because you've spent 35 minutes in that first little thing, and then next thing you know, you have to do a pickup because you forgot the saran wrap.
What's even funnier is like you could do what we think to do a pickup, right? After we should have just done the pickup.
It's so true. It's so
So
true.
I go into Costco the other day and I literally needed 2 things. So I didn't even take a shopping cart because I was like, if I don't take a cart, you know what happened. I was like, if I don't take a cart.
Oh my goodness.
Here I come.
You can't even do self-checkout. You got to go to the register because like
I end up with 2 boxes anyway. I'm like, oh, Amy needs fruit boxes. Amy needs fruit. Oh, good time.
It's so true.
Good
Yep.
time. Why do we do it to ourselves? I don't know. So yes, a wagon is a great, and actually they're not too expensive really for the like all the things that you can use a wagon for.
Yeah.
So if you're a new mom and you don't like kids aren't in sports yet, a collapsible wagon is a game changer. And so like we do a lot of sports, like my kids play sports. So we take it to those games, and inside the wagon is like the ball bag and the snack bag and the water bottles and the stuff to entertain the siblings and my chair. And we just fill up the wagon and walk out to the field, whether we go out to a baseball field, but a soccer field would also, same thing. You're taking all this stuff out to, I should start taking my wagon to Costco.
Right. It's okay. I got mine. It's okay.
But as a joke, I'm using a shopping cart. But anyway, so like then you can also like if you're going to zoo and you don't want to do a stroller and your kids are sitting up and old enough to walk, you can you can do that. They're not allowed at Disney though, right? You can't do any pull behinds at Disney.
I don't think so. Not anymore.
We always get the stroller at Disney, so I don't even because there's restrictions. But anyways, a collapsible wagon is a game changer, no matter who you are. So
yeah.
Okay, so now you've been selling with us for a while. Would you say you thought you've been selling with us?
7-8 years, somewhere in there.
Yeah. So you probably the second boy used everything and then you started to liquidate, right?
Yeah. A little bit. My first boy was only 5 pounds. My second boy was 8'3". They were born in the same month, 3 years later. So I needed clothes because he came out here.
Big. So what a great example though, right? Like when we save the stuff from our first kid, it's not always going to work for our second.
Yeah.
And like now we've kept it in bins for, a while and nobody's wearing it and then stains come out, blah, 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 the routine. Yes. And so like, you had to go shopping for the second kid and you're not going to have another baby shower.
Yeah. I went shopping with the second one. My mom came with me. I'd had him like September 3rd, and our sale is what, 1 week later, 2 weeks later. Yeah.
You were that mama with the baby there.
I was that mama with the
Aw,
baby there.
that's so
Getting yelled
precious.
at by her mom for walking around too much.
That's so funny. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
So yeah,
So what do you do with your paycheck?
so I love when I break out even or have a little extra. So
When you say
um
break out even, what does that mean to the new moms?
so so once you start um working the sale and getting that money back from consigning, and then I spent this much, but I'm like got this much.
Yeah.
So then this goes to vacation and this
Girl math.
covered. So I'm even. It's a broke even. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely girl
Yeah.
math.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
you
spend
definitely the
anything.
first thing you do with your paycheck is buy stuff at Sunflower Sprouts
Absolutely.
and hope there's
Absolutely.
overage.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much what I do with mine.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. What do you love about selling?
Um, it's out of my house. First, top of the line, I have more space. But I love to see my stuff go to another good home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cried. I cried when all the those final baby things, the high chair, those things, the pack and play. I cried as it walked out the door, but I was so thankful that it could support another family. And so
Yeah.
yeah, it was going
I'm
to a
so
good
sorry. Someone is banging at my door right now, and I'm pretty sure it's
yeah.
my 20-year-old. So I got a little distracted there for a minute. But I think that the rest of the house is dealing with this situation. But it's so hard to let go of the baby stuff.
It is.
It
It
is.
is.
What was like maybe the hardest thing to let go of? Like the
Um
clothes or like the toys or
no, it was more like the bigger items, like the high chair.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because like
Now there's no
from
high chair
like
in the
real
house.
little all the way up till 2, 3, we it's fine. 2,
I
3,
did silence my phone though. I don't understand why.
well, it's all good. Yeah, so like 2, 3, 4, they could sit at the table because mine went to a booster. So it was like all the little memories we did together in
Yeah.
that thing. So I think that was my hardest one.
Yeah. 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 What anything surprised you about selling?
How much money was in my house?
Oh.
How much? Like literally, I can't like this is half of what I normally sell, and I'm just like, oh, okay. And when you get that first paycheck, you're like, I didn't realize I had that much in there. It's
That's
really
a great point. I
mhm,
remember too, so when you tag, it will tell you how much inventory you have in your account,
mhm.
and I remember looking at that number just being shocked at
Yeah,
like, "Holy cow, I'm selling a lot of stuff."
yeah,
And
yeah,
even if you just add 50 cents to every item you're tagging, like, that number goes up, and then it's just way
yeah,
much it's so much more money you could make. It's just you're
yeah,
right, and that's actually a good point.
yeah. That's my biggest shock of like I was like, oh, okay, well, and it keeps me going because I'm like, oh, wait, I got a bin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. We don't really realize how much money we have in our home. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. It's good
Hmm.
stuff. It's good
I know.
stuff. So where do you normally start when you're tagging? Like, so the stuff on the bed, is that clothes or have you started?
um,
Or
I
like, do you
did.
start with clothes?
I start with clothes. I
Okay.
always usually have the most clothes. My 9-year-old's not quite out of toys, and on the other
Mm,
side of me is the toy room.
yeah,
So the stuff that we've been slowly getting out of the toys, so I haven't had as many of those to sell as I have the clothes because my youngest one grew so quickly and jumped sizes. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point too. They jump sizes so quickly, which is
Mhm.
reason to like size up. So like if you're
Yes.
gonna go look like this year, I'm really struggling because the boys are like really 8'10", and
Mhm.
that's one size that you're normally in for 2
Yeah.
seasons. But again, it's like when am I gonna need the 12s?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when are they gonna do their growth spurt? So like, do I buy a couple pairs of pants now? I remember it was probably 3 winters ago, I was standing in the brick and mortar buying pants because we didn't have enough and there was a growth
Mhm.
spurt. And I was just like, I was standing there literally holding these pants going, am I really going to pay $20 for a pair of pants? And then I realized never again will I question a pair of Under Armour pants for 13 in the aisle at Sunflower Sprouts. Like, I will buy them. Like,
yes.
because you're standing there like, wow, $13. And I was like, but I had never, it just goes to show you I really only shop consignment, because I got into the brick and mortar and I was like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean?
Expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually my shock came at the brick and mortar, right? Like, so like, and then I realized how I had taken the prices at Sunflower Sprouts for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was suffering, girl. Cause then, there's two of them.
Yes, there is. Yes. So yeah, I try to, like, I buy the size that we're going into. Like, if we're on the line, I go up and then you're good. And then
yeah.
So like, what, Ethan's in a 10, so, or he's in a 12. So I'll shop 12, but I'll grab, like, I can't let go of 14s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like, I'll just grab a few, like 5 to 10 items just to get me, if he hits that growth spurt in the next thing, because he'll eventually get to it. So
yeah. No, you're right. They will eventually get there.
Yeah. Usually when you're not expecting, like,
right.
Yeah.
But then I have a system here at home. So like baseball pants, we were going through the baseball pants and they were like, okay, we need these for next season. Where do you want me to put them? And I'm like, I need another box, which is fine. We label everything, but it's like, we're keeping those things that they're going to grow into next, because they're going to get there. So
yes, absolutely.
So funny. All right. So you're the toy room extraordinaire. We're running a little ahead of schedule. Can I ask you a couple questions about the toy room? So
absolutely. I love questions, by the way.
Since you're the toy room extraordinaire, do you have any tips for shoppers or consignors when it comes to the toy room? Like, what is this thing on your heart that you just want to get off your chest right now?
Ask me any questions. Always ask me. I will go through a whole basket with you. Just like for the drop-off consignors, I'll go through. You can never ask me too many questions. I will never be annoyed. I'll never be angry. Ask me all the questions, and if you have games or puzzles, make sure they're taped, because I want your stuff to sell. I want to make sure that we're like not holding up this little piece and I'm like, oh, there's 6 games that are the same. And I don't know which one it fell out of. So just making sure. Think about, I always say, I'm like, think about it like you were dropping it off in a 3-year-old playroom and they have free reign. So if you need to tape that bag, you tape all the way around the bag. Don't be stingy. Make it look nice, but like, make sure it's secure. We want like 3-year-old Fort Knox.
Right. 3-year-old Fort Knox. That's great.
I mean, I have
done our best to kind of encourage parents to not let the children like play with things and open things. We really appreciate that, but it's tricky, because I mean, we're here for the kids. That's the whole reason we're here. So there's kids in the building all the time, and and we love that, but we got to keep all the pieces together. So it helps if the consignors do their part, and then the parents of our shoppers do their part, and we get through.
Yeah. I think this year I've seen more questions in the seller support, which is great. I love that.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, if you sell with us at Sunflower Sprouts, we have a closed private Facebook group. It's a tight knit little community that's protected. It's consignors only. And we do a lot of fun stuff in there, but then it's also a great place for you to go and ask questions. So you can post a picture and you can get everyone's opinion about prices, or is this allowed or is this not allowed. The website is overwhelming, and so sometimes it's a quick we just encourage you to try to find the question first, or like using the search bar in seller support is golden. You just have to remember what season you're looking at and make sure things haven't changed, because we change around here with the wind. But that was a joke. But I do have been known to chase squirrels. That's the joke around here.
They're kind of cute.
Tails.
Oh, God.
There goes Jen again.
It's all good.
Shout out to my year-round staff in house. They're phenomenal. Jen Hill, she loves me more than she should. My
She's
husband
good.
loves me because he's my husband, but Jen Hill, she didn't have a choice in that. Allie, she loves me too.
Yes.
So,
Aw,
but
yeah,
anyway,
they're good.
so yeah. All right. Well, cool. So what do you think? What do we get like the most of in the toy room?
Baby toys. Or like baby, I mean like toddler toys.
Like preschool, like little stuff.
Preschool toys
Yeah.
are probably our biggest. We've had some
And
big
those probably that
Lego.
makes sense because that's probably what you're getting at the baby shower or for the first birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're the first things to come out of your house as they get older
Mhm.
too.
Right. Good point. 'Cause that's a
Yeah,
great point, Misty. Yep.
yeah. So that's
And they don't have as much wear and tear as like the boy dinosaurs and trucks.
yes.
Oh my gosh, you were the other night. So the other thing we do in seller support is we have tag with Jen nights where Jen tags her stuff and everyone just kind of sits there and listens to her aimlessly talk about random stuff. And so I was going through this bin of toys that needed to be tagged, and I found not one, not two, not three, but four amputated army guys.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I was like, because the first one, I was like, okay, this makes sense. I have boys. They
Yeah,
probably, were fighting over it and a leg popped out, right? When I
absolutely.
got to the third and fourth, I was starting to wonder if we were running like a military hospital
Could be,
or if
could be.
we just were like I know that there were some girls when I was younger that they were obsessed with popping Barbie doll heads off and swapping them. Yeah. I just saw this one friend of mine, she had like actually maybe it was in seller support. They found a whole bin of Barbie heads in the app.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Anyways, not the point of the story. My point is I was like, are we intentionally taking the legs off
Yeah,
these guys? Like,
yeah.
why am I finding this many? And then nine
Yeah.
times out of 10, like we just found a Playmobil set
Ooh.
that no, let me rephrase that. We found 30% of a Playmobil set.
That sounds more like my kids.
Right? Ellie's
Yep.
like, what do I do with this? And I was like, I don't. Do we sell parts? Like maybe we just sell parts, Playmobil parts,
Maybe.
or
Maybe.
you know,
Just like the
one of my
extra
favorite
Lego
things
bag.
that Dan does is Dan the man comes over to a sale on Monday night and he looks at all the Lego sets and he opens up a box and he goes, yeah, no, this is not all in here. He puts a sticker on it. He's like, this is incomplete.
It does.
He wants to
I'm
pull it off
so
my floor. I'm
thankful.
like, Dan, just put a sticker. Let's tell people that it's incomplete, right?
Yeah.
But
I love that he does that.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
But you're right. Those preschool toys still have so much life left. Some of the wooden ones are great.
Oh
Like
my
Melissa and
goodness.
Doug wooden puzzles, those last through multiple kids and multiple generations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really do. Um, I think I might even still have one or two left.
Yeah. Yeah. We're getting rid of the Lincoln logs this time.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I probably should give them back to my mother-in-law. But like that was a hard one for me because those are like classic. And I was like, well, don't we want
Yeah.
to keep these for the grandkids? Because like my boys prefer Legos over the Lincoln log process.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, they probably just haven't been taught how to like add a roof. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
but that was a hard one because I was like, this, I feel like we could keep this for the next generation. But then I'm like, no, like let someone else use it in the meantime and I'll rebuy Lincoln logs later,
Yeah. 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 There's a couple of them. Yeah, I started my my grandma bin.
Yeah.
I did. There's some things I
Yeah.
have some like original Toy Story stuff that
Oh yeah.
I just can't
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I definitely
Not
have
like
my A bin of
yeah.
like my favorite dress of Ellie's. And like there's a
Yeah.
couple of onesies. Like I remember the very first onesies that I bought when we knew we were having twins. I like
Yeah.
went out and we had just found out we were having twins. I went out and I bought two identicals and I had like this thought of like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to like dress up my twin boys. So like
Mhm.
those are in my A bin,
Yes. Oh my
But
goodness.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And after this conversation, I might go pull the Lincoln logs from the
Ellie's gonna be like, where's the Lincoln logs?
I know. Yeah.
That's
It's
funny.
funny.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Yep. So
All right.
yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. This was great.
Yeah,
So you're going to tag all afternoon?
yeah, I'm gonna finish tagging. I found some extra goodies that I have to plug in still, but yeah.
Good.
Get it
Well, I'm
all.
glad you found them before it was too late because I always find a bin
Oh,
middle of May.
yes,
And
absolutely.
actually, you'll love this. I went looking for that bin. You know, the bin that you find in the middle of May, and you're like, oh
Yes.
my gosh, I forgot to sell those clothes. And normally for us, it's swimsuits. I like pull out
Mm,
last year's swimsuits and I put them in a bin,
yep.
and then I put them somewhere else. And then or baseball pants. That's another common thing in his house. And I actually went looking for the bin. Like I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm gonna find it this season, and I couldn't, and I got really nervous.
Oh,
Like I went over to the storage unit. I
yeah.
like looked under the beds. I did my due diligence. I was like up in
Yeah.
closets and I don't know where it is. So I'm just gonna so we don't have a lot of clothes to sell this season, which is why I went looking for it because I was like, I
Yeah.
don't understand this. Where are all my clothes? And then it dawned on me two things. Number one, I have boys. And so they wear and tear through things faster. And then number two, what dawned on me is shorts are way different than pants.
Yes.
Okay. So for this for boys and even for girls, we care about the length in addition to the waist. Well,
Yes.
I don't know about you, but my boy's waist it's changed, but it hasn't like changed like their
Yeah.
height has. And so the shorts that they are wearing this season, literally, we went through them this weekend. This upcoming season are like they've been in our collection for 2 years.
Yes.
Gabe had a pair of shorts on. He's 12, you guys. They were a size 5. And I was like, Gabe, we need to get rid of those shorts. Because his waist is so small. So he wasn't
Yeah.
but he loved the length. And I was like, brother, you're not a high school boy. Like, no, you need to get a pair of shorts that are at least 8'10.
We
Because
don't
you're
we only need 2 inches of thigh.
yeah, right.
2 inches of
Yeah. So I'm having the fingertip conversation with my 10-year-olds, not my daughter.
thigh.
Below your fingertips. The shorts
Oh my
have to be
goodness.
below your fingertips. It was
Yes.
hysterical. It was
Yeah.
so funny.
That is really funny. My oldest one literally wears shorts, and I was saying all year long,
Yeah.
32 degrees, 23 degrees,
Yeah.
85 degrees. It's shorts. And then he pulls his socks really far up.
Mm.
When it's real cold, he pulls them really far up. So they almost touch the shorts. And I'm like, that doesn't count as
We're like,
pants.
do you know those are pants? Do you know you look like you're wearing pants?
Yeah. But apparently that's where we're at. So
Yeah.
choosing those battles wisely.
I know. Me too. All right. Well, I'll see you in a couple of days.
I'm so
I'm so
excited.
pumped. I'm
I
so
know, me
pumped.
too.
Thanks again for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Who is ready for spring 2025? Pittsburgh is April 3rd through the 6th. Consignor registration is full. Pre-sale tickets are available now. Head over to our website and grab what is not sold out. Erie is May 3rd through the 4th. Registration is open. There's still plenty of time to sell and tag with us. Pre-sale tickets will be available April 8th. If you want to shop at our event, get incredible deals on shopping, head over to our website, get on our mailing list, and stay up to date on all things sunflower sprouts. If you're ready to get rid of this kid stuff that is taking up space in your house, get a box, get a bin, or dump out a laundry basket and just start collecting. And then register to sell with Sunflower Sprouts. Hope you guys have a great day. See you soon.